Raider Nation, what's going on? Welcome to the bye week, and a bye week where, for once, as Raiders fans, during the season, we can sit down on Sunday, stress-free, and able to just kick back, do what we want to do, hang out with the family, do normal things, watch football, and, not have the blood pressure skyrocketing through the roof. But still, I want to give you guys a little Raiders football talk for your Sunday. I want to talk about, at the bye week now, we're 5 games into this thing, and I feel like there's an easy way to evaluate where this football team is right here, right now, right where we sit, going through probably the toughest road of our schedule. The first 5 games of our schedule was clearly the hardest coming into this season, and we're through it as a winning football team with a winning record. So I think this is something nice I'm really looking forward to talking about. But I will say, I have one message for you guys real quick, right before we start. Be right back. This video was sponsored by Tennis Clash, the best mobile game that we've played in a while, and the gameplay feels extremely smooth and fluid. It features live online player versus player matches, so there's no waiting for someone to play you back. It's very competitive and keeps you hungry to build up your player because, yes, you have attributes to upgrade: agility, stamina, serve, volley, forehand, backhand, all designed to create unique matchups with other online players. It's simple to play, yet difficult to master, and again, the gameplay is amazing. The best part, it's free to play and the tutorial for the game is short but helpful, allowing you to immediately immerse yourself into the rich and deep gameplay of Tennis Clash. There's all sorts of different players that you can choose from, but yes, choose wisely, because each one of them, as you can see, have specific strengths and weaknesses. You can also unlock more players as you progress in the game, as well as customize different outfits, right, for that character. So, go to the video description, click on the special links, support the channel, and you will get 200 gems and 500 gold. Like I said, the link is in the description. What I love most about this game is the competitive element. This game has that edge to it that really drives me to want to win, upgrade, and collect more gems and gold. Oh, yeah, and you can improve your skill level, then participate in higher skilled leagues, like this. Unlock more tours that result in bigger coin prizes. My nickname in the game is Raider Cody, all one word, so what are you waiting for? Go to the video description, click on the special links, support the channel, and you'll get 200 gems, 500 gold, and maybe we'll have a tennis match soon. But beware, I serve. I'm telling you, I'm dishing out some aces to whoever challenges me. So, good luck, and I'll see you there. So yes, shout out to Tennis Clash. But like I said, the Raiders are 3-2. We're coming off some big wins, and I really want to evaluate this team where we sit now and kind of looking forward and what we can expect going through the rest of the season. So let's get into it. And I want to start off with what our offense is doing. And I feel like the offense has pretty much been the heartbeat of the football team. They're the ones that are making the huge plays. Yeah, we've had a couple, turnovers on defense that have felt good. Feels great to get a turnover on defense, but it's not something that's come often. What's come often is this offense making big plays. Like I said, the offense being the heartbeat of the football team. As of right now, if you're looking at their drive stats, as an offense, their offensive drive stats, they're third in yards per drive, they're fourth in points per drive, they're throwing the second fewest interceptions per drive, they have the 8th most plays per drive, the 7th most time of possession per drive, and the 6th best drive success rate. Reading those stats, they're a top 5 offense. Yeah. And I will say, they're top 5 in stats. Yeah, if you look at the numbers, yeah, they're a top 5 offense. But if you go off the eye test and you're watching this offense when they played the New Orleans Saints and when they played the Kansas City Chiefs, when we were mostly healthy, right? You got to remember those 2 losses. We're pretty banged up, man. We were not looking good, and although we were still losing a couple pieces against the Saints and against the Chiefs, it wasn't like do or die. It was okay, and this offense flowed. And I'll say those 2 games for sure. That offense looked almost unstoppable. They looked like borderline the best offense in the NFL those 2 games. So seeing them do that on the biggest stages, not just doing it some random 1 o'clock game or some random 10 o'clock game. No, they're doing it in prime time, and they're doing it at Arrowhead. So what this offense has brewing right now, what John Gruden has figured out by inserting Henry Ruggs, by keeping that dominant offensive line, by finding a cool role for Devontae Booker, who at one point, I even said it when we signed it, I didn't even think he was going to make the roster. Honestly, I had no idea that Devontae Booker was going to make the roster, let alone have a role. So with a banged-up Jalen Richard, who wouldn't be able to take this role on anyways, and to give a little bit of the bulk of the load to Devontae Booker and keep Josh Jacobs fresh for the end of the game, it's amazing. This pass attack is completely amazing. We could have a 100% healthy offensive line now for the first time ever come week 7, right? Our 6th game into the year. It's going to be probably the first time in almost 8 games. I think 8, going back to 2019, we have not had our complete starter. I'm all off tonight, guys. I apologize. It's bye week for me, too. My brain's on bye week. But it's going to be the first time in like 8 games that we've had all of our starters for our offensive line get back in there and play some football, all 5 guys. And I'm really looking forward to that. There's a possibility of Brian Edwards coming back. Arnett's on the brinks of things. And while we're talking defense, right, don't get me wrong, we're going to switch over to the defensive side of the ball. And I love what the defense is doing. I don't want to look at numbers on the defense, because if you look at numbers on the defense, they're the same stats that I went through for the offense, that they're more like bottom 5 in stats. But it's a developing young defense that I can see keep making strides. And look, I'm not saying that we need a top 10 defense. I'm not saying we need some stellar defense to carry this football team. No. We just need guys like what we did against the Chiefs to come in and step up and make those big plays to win the football game. That is all that matters to me. I don't care if you have a crappy game all along. If we're able to hang in it in those final few drives, or if you want to come out at halftime and you want to shut down Patrick Mahomes for 3 drives, guess what, defense? I love you. And that's all we need. If we need a big stop on 3rd down to get the ball back in the hands of the offense so you can make that 3rd down stop, I don't care if you've been getting worked all game. If the offense is able to keep us in the game and the defense can make those key stops, get that key sack or that key interception, shout out Jeff Heath, the defense, I think, is going to be doing well enough to get us going. Because let's look back, right? Let's look back. I'm trying to see how this team develops through 4 or 5 games. That was my idea, especially the defense. Well, here we are, 5 games into the season, at bye week, seeing what we're working with. Week 1 against the Panthers, that was a game that we kind of knew going into it, I don't know what we're going to get. And even if we win, or even if we lose, that's not going to be like set in concrete the football team we are, because it was such a weird offseason, okay? So we won. Felt good, but not like anything to like, not a hill to die on. Absolutely not. But then the Saints game, man, that sparked it. After that happened, I called us Super Bowl contenders. I don't care. You beat a Super Bowl contending team, I'm going to call you a Super Bowl contender. Nobody at that time thought we had the chance to beat the Saints. Really. Everyone was picking against us. Well, we did it. Prime time football. I don't care if it's home field. There's no home field advantage when there's no fans. The Patriots were a little bit of a wake-up call. That's kind of where we had our coaching tested. That's where we had, obviously, our injury span was really kind of ramping up. Not seeing like Henry Ruggs, not seeing those guys. Waller, not being targeted the way we wanted. He wasn't really a focal point of the game plan. Josh Jacobs not having the game that we wanted him to have. Derek Carr being a little off, and the defense, of course, getting torched on the ground. It was a wake-up call. We go to the Buffalo Bills, another very good team. And I feel like the Buffalo Bills, I feel like we could have I think we could have beat them. That was a game that this year I felt like there's some unfortunate events throughout that game. Swung the momentum, and we just couldn't, ball security was the main thing. Ball security was a big one. The refs playing a factor. Okay, we're 2-2, and you kind of like wonder what's going on. But then the Chiefs game happens. And I don't think that there's been another game as pivotal or as impacting as this win was for this Raiders football team. I've never seen, like last year, you have those 2 games, right? You have the Lions and the Bears last year, right? Where we won those 2 games, we're like, oh, we're back in it, right? Like Derek Carr's like slinging on the Lions. Okay, cool, right? We run this perfect game plan with a banged-up offense against the Bears, and we win that game. We're thinking we have something there. This game, going back and looking at it, the vibe after that, the performance that we put on, and the team that we played, nothing matches that. This game, the Raiders will never be able to roll off more momentum than what they have now. Coming back hopefully fresh. Hopefully we can keep the energy up through the bye week and be able to get our helmets back on straight and get back out there and win some more football games. So I'm sticking by it. I think the Raiders win 12 games this year. So Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Like this video. Give it a thumbs up. That's how people are able to find this. That's how the analytics work, right? You need those thumbs up. Whatever, YouTube. Shout out to you guys for listening. Enjoy your bye week. Enjoy your low heart rate. Enjoy being stress-free, watching some football, hanging out with the family, doing whatever you guys do. And we'll be prepared for week 7. So, Raider Nation, till next time, see ya.